Form 656 OIC.
The instructions in this video are up to date. However, your form may look different from the images shown. Please visit IRS.gov/OIC for the current form and more information.
Form 656 Offer and Compromise. Now it is time to fill out a Form 656, which is the Offer and Compromise or OIC application. It is used to submit an OIC with the Internal Revenue Service. You'll find the actual Form 656 at the end of the Form 656 OIC booklet. But first, here's a tip. Many times taxpayers get confused and put too many different requests on the same offer. They often include multiple entities on one offer instead of correctly submitting separate offers for each entity. For example, including corporate liabilities on an offer with individual liabilities, or including joint liabilities along with separate individual liabilities on one offer instead of submitting two offers. If you and your spouse have joint tax debts, and you or your spouse are also responsible for separate tax debts, including trust fund recovery penalty, you will each need to send in a separate Form 656. You will complete one Form 656 for yourself, listing all your joint and any separate tax debts, and your spouse will complete one Form 656 listing all of his or her joint tax debts plus any separate tax debts for a total of two Forms 656. If you or your spouse or ex-spouse have a joint tax debt and your spouse or ex-spouse does not want to be a part of the offer, you may submit a Form 656 to compromise your responsibility for the joint tax debt. Okay, now let's begin. This form is going to start off by asking you if you have used the pre-qualifier tool located on www.irs.gov. The IRS strongly encourages you to use this tool before you go through the lengthy process of submitting an offer for individuals. You can check yes or no depending on whether you did. You will see here that the Offer and Compromise program does require an application fee and an initial payment with the Form 656 unless you qualify for the low-income certification, and that you must complete a Form 433A OIC for individuals or a 433B OIC for corporations. If you are an individual who owns a corporation or LLC, then you must also submit the Form 433B. The form also requires some supporting documentation. If you have any questions on what supporting documentation, it is explained towards the end of this application and on the Form 433A or B OIC.